Holly?
That's exactly right.
First house I ever sold, so, had an open house for people.
Yeah, that is the easiest, least expensive thing you could do is start doing open houses. Even, I'm not saying do one every Sunday, but, you know, once a month or twice a month, do an open house. Where else do you have buyers come to you? They come to you.
And sellers.
Yeah,
And
and
sellers.
sellers, absolutely. We had, we've done several out in Calvert, Crossing, because we have a lot of houses out there. But Roy Stapp, he did one for, and he's a newer agent, he did an open house on the, 203 Augusta that I had out there. During the open house, the man across the street walked across the street and said, I wanna list my house. He got the listing across the street because he was there, for one thing, but he also picked up 3 or 4 buyers that he has either sold something to or is working with just from being at the open house. 2 hours out of his, you know, well, by the time you drive there, maybe 3 hours. But, and as far as advertising for an open house, you don't have to do all the expensive stuff. It'll automatically be in the Sunday paper, in a block ad that says open houses. That one's free. You can do, which I do the color block ads, just because it brings more attention to it, so I do those. Flyers, you can do flyers, send out to the neighborhood, put out in the stores around, convenience stores around. When we did the Calvert, if you can get access to the homeowners association, because we live out there, I had that, I had the emails of all the homeowners in Calvert subdivision. So I sent them a flyer, and the subject line was, pick your own neighbors. And so they were calling people, we had people come to open houses, say, oh, well, so-and-so down the street told me I needed to come, because I wanna live out here. So just anything that you can do to get more people out there, but even if you don't sell that house, you're gonna get something. Even if it's just one contact, you're gonna get something, well, unless nobody shows up. And sometimes that happens, it does, has, people who've been in the business a while, have y'all had open houses where nobody came? Yeah.
Although one thing is, some of these, the newer agents here, well, they're probably thinking, well, I don't have any listings. Ask some of the agents that have listings, most agents will let you do open houses for them.
Absolutely.
If you don't have any listings, what I'm saying.
Right, and that's what, anytime that, I have an open house, I send the email out saying, I have a seller who wants to have an open house, would anybody like to do it? And, you know, so
Get me in there.
typically, it's one of the newer agents that comes back and says, yes, I'd love to. But, in my case, I pay for all the advertising for the agent who does it, so you're getting free, absolutely free buyers and or sellers when you do it.
Donna, hadn't you had some success with open houses?
I have over the years, yeah, and I've done some where nobody showed, but for the most part, places like Calvert or West Lakes, you know, those type subdivision, you're gonna have nosy neighbors that come up, and then sometimes they have friends, and they'll say, hey, you know, my friend Judy, I'll call her over here, and it kind of builds from there, so, yeah, she's right.
And you know, for open houses, you do need to prepare. Some agents just go put an open house sign up the day of, or as you're heading out there, you just throw the sign up. You need to get your open house signs out ahead of time. Used to, I mean, I would say Wednesday or Thursday, but I've changed that now in the last several years. I say Monday, go ahead and put open house directional signs out. Put an open house sign on that house that says open Sunday from 2 to 4 or 1 to 3, whatever you're gonna do. So that you have all week people going back and forth. They will see the signs.
Elaine. One thing I might say, there's